part 2 of the Q and answer session. This is gonna be a bit short, and don't forget to like this video at any point that you find value. Okay, so the next question: how different is working in Dubai compared to working in Kenya? I could say there are so many differences in terms of, number one, the working hours. Like I told you, school starts early and end early, so sometimes, like on some days, the school starts at 7:15 all the way until 1:50 p.m. and then you can go back home. Other days it starts at 7:15, it goes all the way to 3:30. And on Friday, which is my good day, my favorite day, the school day starts at 7:15 and ends at 11:50. Okay, the other difference is in terms of the curriculums that are offered here. The curricula, okay, no S. So there's diverse curricula in here. One, there's the UK national curriculum, which is offered in most of the schools here. We have the American curriculum, and we have the Indian, which is the CBS. Then we have also the Emirati national curriculum is also offered. And then the subjects that are offered also differ. Like Arabic is compulsory. I think it's like we have national subjects which you have to offer, whether it's a UK curricular school or the American curriculum. So like we have what we call the UAE social studies, and then we have moral education, SHE, Islamic also, So there is yeah, I think that is it pretty much. The classrooms are diverse. You get to have kids from different nationalities, And most of the schools here are private. Actually, we have over 200 private schools. So that should encourage you to come and look for a job here, because schools are there, they're expanding, kids are being born, and there is that opportunity which being created for the future generation. Then the other thing about the other difference here is like the schools here, you find that there's a primary section and a secondary section. Like let's say it starts from kindergarten all the way to KE, all the way to grade 13 or grade 12. That's found in just one school. Unlike what is offered in Kenya, we have primary schools are exclusively separate, and secondary schools are also separate. So here they are just like that. It's a school running from all the way from 0 years to year 13. That's it. And then the schools, we have school zones, like an area exclusively put aside for schools. So it's when you come here to look for a job, I think it's an advantage, especially when you decide to drop your CV physically. It will be easy. Movement will be easier for you as long as you can just one taxi and you'll be able to get like 10 schools or more than 10 schools in one particular zone. Okay. What are the actually there are so many differences, we might not be able to exhaust it because of the length of the video, but that is basically that is it. The next question: how easy or hard is it to get a job in UAE? So first of all, I could say it's easy, and at the same time it's hard, depending on the direction that you take. For example, if you choose to just apply online, then most likely it will be hard for you, because I think literally everybody wants to come and work in Dubai. So if you sit back and say and pray and fast that the hiring managers will see your CV out of nowhere, then I'm sorry to say that you might wait for so long. Okay. Again, I'm not saying that if you come here it's gonna be easy, but I think it's kind of increases your chances of getting a job. Okay. So then the other thing that makes it a bit hard to get a job here, by the way, is your nationality. So most schools here, because they are international schools, they normally they have that specification, native speakers only. So if you're not a native speaker, it's probably hard for you to find a job, or if you get one, maybe the salary or the compensation might not be what you're looking for. I think it's that for my case right here. So there's a lot of competition because schools prefer either you be UK trained or a New Zealand trained, Ireland, South Africa, or American trained. But if you don't have that, you have to, I mean, just make sure you stand out in the best way possible, the way you express yourself. You have to make sure that if you happen to land an interview, prepare for it thoroughly and seriously. Generally, finding a job here might be easy or it might be hard. I cannot quote or measure. Some people stay for more than 3 months without getting a job. That one I can assure you. If in case you choose to come, or even more than 6 months without a job, so you have to be prepared for that. That is now tarmacking. If you're lucky enough, like myself here, you'll find a job within. So like for me, what happened, I was trying to look for the job. I was trying to apply when the schools were closed, and trust me, I applied to thousands of schools. Not so many of them actually invited me for the interview, but you only need one right opportunity to get to I mean to succeed. So just always pray anytime you're applying for apply for as many jobs as you can, and just pray that at least you land an interview. And whenever you land that interview, ensure you prepare for it like thoroughly, okay? Because the competition is too high here, you know. Then the next question is related to demand. Is the demand too high? Okay, like I mentioned, like I said, we have, like I could say, the schools are in expansion mode, and that means there are more opportunities that are likely to be created in the near future. So definitely there will be demand for teachers. I would advise you is to get prepared, and the preparation, because like I mentioned, there is preference for native English speakers. So you have to make sure, number one, you do IELTS. There is that course called IELTS, because sometimes some of the job ads, they say if you're not a native speaker, you need to have done IELTS. I think, just let me type it here, and score a band of like 7.5 and above. I mean, each school has their own specification. Some want you to have scored 8, some want just 6.5, others 7.5, or something like that. You can just do more research about IELTS. The course is about 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Here in Dubai, it's 1,000 dirhams. Personally, I haven't done it. I think I have plans to do it though, because I want to put myself at the same level and be more competitive. What's a good teaching salary in Dubai? So I don't know the angle to take while responding to this, but I could say good salary is relative. So you'll be paid depending on your nationality, depending on your experience, depending on your level of, your level. Let's say if you're being hired as an assistant teacher or a full-time teacher or an admin, you know. So the last question, I want to work as a high school teacher in Dubai. What's the full procedure to see myself there? So this question, I think I already tackled it in my previous video. So please, the link to my previous video is right here. Just make sure you watch it. But to sum it up, the procedure is just apply, keep applying. You can apply from home, your home country, and wait, or come here physically, risk everything that you have. But just know the process of risking is expensive. It comes with a huge expense, you know. And if you don't have a job totally and you really want to work here, and you have some investment somewhere or some money somewhere, you can invest it into the job search. But one thing you have to know, there's gonna be a lot of losses in terms of how much you're going to spend, you know, settling down, just the process of looking for the job and all that stuff. But if you believe, if you're willing, where there is a will, there is always a way. So I would highly encourage you to do it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you found value from this video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please, 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 please do remember to subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And also look out for more of my videos, which will be coming up soon. For now, it was my pleasure having you around. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Thank you so much. It's a wrap. Until next time.